Here's a professional, engaging YouTube video script of around 5,000 characters, written in paragraphs without headings, smoothly blending host narration and visual cues for the 2026 Ducati Panigale V4. The video opens with a dramatic slow-motion shot of the 2026 Ducati Panigale V4 emerging from the shadows inside a modern studio, red bodywork glowing under sharp white lights. The host's voice comes in with excitement, welcoming viewers and setting the tone, describing how Ducati has once again pushed the limits of superbike engineering. As the camera glides along the aggressive front fairing, the host emphasizes that the Panigale V4 is not just an update, but a refined evolution of Ducati's racing DNA brought straight from MotoGP to the road. The visuals cut to close-up shots of the aerodynamic winglets, sharper than ever, as airflow simulations animate subtly on screen. The host explains how Ducati has further optimized downforce for 2026, improving high-speed stability and braking performance without compromising agility. The camera then circles the bike, highlighting the sculpted fuel tank and razor-thin tail section, while the host points out that every design element serves a functional purpose, balancing beauty with pure performance. As the engine fires up, the sound of the V4 fills the screen. The visuals switch to a detailed engine animation showing pistons and crankshaft in motion. The host explains that the 2026 Panigale V4 is powered by an updated Desmosedici Stradale V4 engine, delivering breathtaking power with improved throttle response and smoother power delivery. On-screen graphics briefly show horsepower and torque figures, while the host stresses that Ducati's focus isn't just raw numbers, but usable performance across the entire rev range. The scene transitions to a racetrack at sunrise, with the Panigale V4 rolling out of the pit lane. The host describes how Ducati has refined the chassis and suspension setup for 2026, making the bike more predictable and confidence-inspiring for both professional racers and skilled street riders. Slow-motion footage captures the bike leaning aggressively through corners, while the host explains how improved electronic suspension calibration keeps the tires planted and feedback crystal clear. The visuals shift to the cockpit view, showing the new high-resolution TFT display lighting up. The host walks viewers through the updated electronics suite, including advanced traction control, wheelie control, slide control, and engine brake management. As each feature is mentioned, subtle on-screen animations demonstrate how the system works in real time, reinforcing Ducati's commitment to rider safety without dulling the thrill of riding. Next, the camera focuses on the brakes, zooming in on the massive front discs and calipers. The host highlights the exceptional stopping power, explaining how the braking system offers race-level performance with precise modulation. Footage of hard braking into a corner reinforces the point, showing the bike remaining stable even under extreme deceleration. The video then slows down, transitioning to lifestyle shots of the Panigale V4 parked against a sleek urban backdrop. The host talks about everyday usability, noting that while this is a hardcore superbike, Ducati has made subtle improvements in heat management, riding comfort, and ride modes that make the bike more approachable on the street. The visuals show the rider switching modes and riding smoothly through city streets, contrasting with the earlier track aggression. As the sun sets, the final shots return to the studio, where the Panigale V4 stands proudly under soft lighting. The host delivers a concluding message, stating that the 2026 Ducati Panigale V4 represents the perfect fusion of Italian design, cutting-edge technology, and uncompromising performance. The camera slowly pulls back as the engine sound fades, leaving viewers with a lasting impression of a machine built not just to be ridden, but to be admired. The video ends with a final cinematic close-up of the Ducati logo, while the host invites viewers to like, subscribe, and share their thoughts on whether the 2026 Panigale V4 is the ultimate superbike of its generation. If you want, I can also create clickbait titles, a professional description, hashtags, or a shorter reel version for this video.